Give me a second. Here we go. Before doing this one. Okay, let's begin. Today we have to talk about how to improve your English. Okay, just let's focus in how to improve your speaking skills and listening skills. Okay, in order to be funny and easy strategies. Okay, there are strategies, there are tips in order to be improve those skills. Okay, let's go. Let's start with the listening skills. You know, the most important skill maybe is listening once. Okay, listening once. Why? Because if you listen, you know how to pronounce that once. Okay. Si nosotros escuchamos, sabemos cómo se pronuncia esto. Entonces, for this reason, it's very important to listen first of all. Do you remember when you are boys, a little boys? Yeah, let me talk about it. Let me stop 1 minute, please, because there are some of your classmates. Some of your classmates are wanted to enter. Okay, one more time. Let me share. Where is that once? Okay, let me show you like this. Could be enough because we need definitely see what is happening with meat. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Okay, we are starting in the listening skills. Yeah, let's return to the first topic. Do you remember? Okay, I have a baby. Okay, and I noticed that babies, the little guys, learn to pronounce, learn to speak. First of all, listen. No, first of all, listen. How can I say? First of all, listen to us. Listen to the father. Listen to the mother. Listen to the parents. This is the first thing. After that, they are trying to speak the same words, but for they are a little difficult. Okay, for us, it's the similar ones. When we want to speak, first of all, one phrase, one word, we have to want to pronounce one word in English. Maybe for the first time could be a little difficult. Yeah, because why? Because we are like a babies. We are like little guys. We are continue learning every day. In my case, I continue learning. Okay, could be silly, really, could be silly, but I'm continue learning English with my baby. Okay, maybe you heard this song, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Did you heard about it? Somebody of you? Or maybe another ones. This is my favorite, my baby's favorite song. This is the Wheels on the Bus. Did you hear about it? Tell me yes or no. I want to see your. Did you see? Victor, what do you say about it?
Uh, Hi, teacher. Good afternoon. Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
everybody.
Victor.
I'm happy to hear about your words in English. Uh, Congrats, teacher.
Thank you very much.
Because we need to practice. Maybe when which mistakes we maybe talking about many things. We need to practice because if we don't practice English, if difficult improve, we need to know how much errors, how much mistakes we have in order to improve, in order to develop our own language and different abilities, speaking, writing, reading, listening. It's necessary to practice. And teacher, your question about the babies, I consider that, yeah, really, teacher, because it's another language and we need to start again. We need to start
Of
this
course.
language. Uh, start. It's necessary practice, teacher. Good example,
Thank
teacher.
you. Thank you very much, Victor, for sharing your idea. Okay. This is true. This is true because we are starting as a babies in another language. Okay. For that reason, there are one theory. One theory. This is about. It says we have to start. Start to listen those songs. This is for babies, but we have to listen that songs. But maybe for some of you, maybe could be a little um, maybe bored because they are for babies. Yeah, but what is the important thing for this one? Okay, what is the important thing? The thing is, those kind of songs they repeat not 2 times, not 3 times. They repeat more than 3, more than 4 times the same word. Okay, in the same word. But another thing is, and while they are repeating the word that we want to uh, show us. They are showing we have to watch the picture. Okay, that means. Okay, for example. For example, let's enjoy together. Baby, don't forget. Don't worry. Please don't worry. Okay, please let's go. Let's enjoy a baby song. This is very basic, but let's enjoy. Okay, let me stop this one. And maybe you will notice what I am just talking about it. Let me show you this one. I just prepare for you. This is it says the title is Are Are We There Yet? This is Are We There Yet? This is a song, baby song of, I don't know, it's called Come Along. And please just look at, okay, just look. And we have to learn new vocabulary, of course, okay, new vocabulary, of course. Now let's enjoy, and you have to tell me if that theory is in the wrong way or in the right way. You have to tell me, okay? Please, let's enjoy together. Here, please. Is here. Oh no, I'm just changed that one. No, no, this one. Here. Okay. Now you have to. Did you notice? The question is, what do you see? And the answer didn't. What did you see in the picture? Okay. Okay. In this song, we have to learn some of sentences. What do you see? Are we there yet? Okay. Those are some maybe phrases that we can use in everyday activities. Okay, we can use in everyday speakings. That is important. Okay, let's listen. That's this short part. After that, we have to continue with our presentation. Okay, okay. What do you see? And pay attention, please. The little boys they show this one. Okay, and let's see this part. Okay, do you see? Okay, when they say a lake, look at the picture. The video shows us a lake, okay? Eagle, a tear, like this, okay? This is very important, okay? In this, according to this theory, it says we have to start as a babies. Maybe could be important, okay? If you have maybe little sisters, little brothers, or maybe niece, okay, maybe could be a good, okay, good option to practice with them, sing with them, or dance with them in order to practice your English. Because these kind of songs are very, very easy to pronounce. They repeat the same structure, the same sentences, once and once and once. Okay, this is very important. Okay, this is very important. Yeah, this is good opportunity. Now let's return our presentation. Let me return to our presentation and let me stop this one. This is one thing, and let's continue with our presentation. This is this one. Let me continue talking about the listening skill. Great. First one, in order to practice listening skills, the first one could be easy sounds. You know, easy songs, they are baby songs. Okay, they are baby songs. Okay, next one. Next one, short videos. Short videos. For example, short videos in TikTok. Okay, that just is in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, no more, because they don't spend too much about the topic. Okay, another thing is they interest you. You enjoy that video. Okay, in this case, TikToks is a um, great tool in order to practice your listening. Okay, your listening, of course. And let's continue, please. Listening apps. Do you hear about Duolingo? Yeah, it's okay. But there are another. This is for songs, in order to practice the songs. Lingo Clip. Do you heard about Lingo Clip? Did you use this one? I prefer this one. Let me show you. Where is Lingo Clip? Let me show you. Here we go. You can practice with Lingo Clip because this you can search. First of all, look at this one. It's like this. Look at this smartphone screen. For example, here you can select in English. After that, you can select your level. For example, for older, for child, for okay, you can select this language. Okay, what you have to do? See what you have to do. You have to complete. You have to complete the missing word. Okay, the missing word. For example, the audio. Okay, in this case, the song is starting. Okay, after that, the audio stops, and you have to complete the missing word. Okay, you have to complete the missing word. In this case, in that situation, you practice your listening words, your listening skills, and your writing skills. Okay, ahí estamos practicando dos habilidades, two abilities, two skills, listening and writing. This is very important. Okay, because of course you enjoy it. You can sort different kinds. For example, I will continue. I will ask, what kind of music do you like? You can find every single kind of music when it comes to classic music, the classic music. You can play with Dua Lipa, why not? You can play with The Weekend. You can play with, I don't know. You can song. Okay, this is definitely enjoyable. Okay, now let's continue, please. Another ones. Okay, this is Lingo Clip. Okay, Lingo Clip. Give me a second, please. Okay, let's continue with our presentation. Let's stop our presentation. And another one. another tip we can say. Let's continue with now. In order to practice your speaking ones, okay, how to be funny, how to be funny in order to be when you want to practice your speaking. One of them, student, is this kind of meeting. For example, you can share your opinions, you can search your what do you understand. This kind of meeting, this kind of talks, we can say talk, is very important in order to practice our English. Okay, yeah, this is one of them. But another ones could be practice with friends. Okay, practice with friends. I notice in CDA it's very common. It's very common to see ladies or boys. They are in the out of the classroom. They are talking in English. They are trying to speak in English. This is very important. But in our department, in our university, that is very suddenly is rarely we can see that situations. Yeah, but could be very important to practice our English not only in the classroom, maybe out of classroom could be important to practice. Try to speak. Okay, this is could be. For example, one of them is practice with friends. How how can we practice with friends? How can you practice your English with your friends? For example, you can start in your first class. You say, "How are you?" Or maybe we can say, "Sorry." The most easiest phrases, the most basic phrases you can use with your friends. For example, "How have you been?" Okay, or maybe you can say, maybe you are new in another semester. Okay, so, where are you from? You can say, okay, where do you live? Ah, this is clearly okay. Maybe why? Maybe you can practice. The reason is you have to practice. The thing is not to ask about the information. Okay? The thing is maybe try to practice your English. Okay, try to practice. Okay, let's continue. Another activity. Maybe it could be right. This kind of activity role play is very funny because imagine like change the situation. Imagine we are in a restaurant. Okay, we are in a restaurant, or maybe change the situation to the hotel. Okay, a receptionist and you are guests. Okay, I'm sitting in a desk, and you can ask me. Okay, you can ask me. I have a reception. Do you have a single or double room? Maybe it could be my question. Okay, like this. Okay, this situation role plays is to invent, to change a situation. Maybe you can improve as maybe we can imagine our situation. Maybe we can work as a mother and father. Why not? Maybe we can improve. We can practice the conversation as friends. Or maybe could be the funniest one as a boyfriend and girlfriend. Why not? Could be funny, okay? Okay, but don't take it. This is a seriously, okay? That could be terrible. Okay. Now another situation we can practice our English could be describe in pictures. Describing picture is another ability in order to use not only the vocabularies. Most important thing is use the correct adjectives, the correct adverbs in order to describe a picture. Okay, if you see this simple sentence, this house is big and red. Look at the picture. This is a simple sentence. Maybe we can describe more and more things, but in third semester or in fourth semester, you have a lesson, especially, and one unit in order to describe a house. Okay, do you remember? A garden, okay, garage, windows, parts of house. This is important. In this kind of activities, when it's describing a picture, you have to try to use, okay, those kind of vocabularies, but not only vocabularies, also the verbs. When we describe a house, we use verb there is or there are, okay, or have another verb we can use, okay. Another could be like, okay. Those verbs is very useful for describing a house, okay. If you notice in TOEFL exams, one of part of exam is describing a picture. You have to describe a picture, and you have to say. The thing is, don't use a simple sentence. The thing is, you have to use a complete ideas. Try to use clauses, for example. Not just use simple adjectives. Okay, you can change the adjectives with, for example, relative clauses. Why not? Could be very interesting. Okay, the thing is, try to improve. Okay, this is the thing. One more time. In order to practice your English, you can practice with your friends. You can play role play. You can imagine the situation as a for example, as a receptionist, or maybe as a teacher and students. Why not? Could be another situation to practice language. Okay, could be another situation. And the last one, let's remember: describe and picture. Describe image is a great practice in order to speak. In order to speak fluently. Okay, this is about speaking. Now let's continue with another thing. Great. My question, student, here is: do you like sing? Do you like to sing? What kind of songs do you like? Students, can you tell me? What kind of songs do you like? Victor, tell me about you.
Okay, teacher, thank you. Okay, I think that's important to use that strategies. Don't like, for example, role play or maybe uh, check pictures. They are strategies, and we need in order to improve this kind of language, or maybe every language sounds like I don't know, Aymara, English, French, etc. We need to practice, teacher. We need to have maybe I think strategies, the strategy in order to understand very well the language, in order to practice, in order to it's up every person. I think, teacher. That's important, teacher. And thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you for your sharing your ideas, complete ideas. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe the easiest part of learning English is enjoy, or the funniest part, maybe we can say, of learning English is to enjoy the language. In order to go in this way, we can sing our favorite songs. For example, first of all, we have to choose easiest songs. Okay, easiest songs. Don't be bored, but let's start with the easiest songs. Maybe for you could be the classics ones. Okay, the classics are very important to practice. Yeah, there is easy to practice, but the baby songs, there are very clearly. For example, in order to learn parts of body, we can use this sound. This is head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay. This song is baby song. You know that ones, but in order to learn, okay, English parts of the body could be interesting. Okay. Another thing. This is my favorite. Okay. Sing alone. When I am taking my shower, I'm taking shower 5 minutes. Okay. I'm trying to play my music in my speaker, and after that, enter in my bathroom and take a shower. And I'm just taking shower, and I'm trying to sing my favorite song. Okay, it's very important. Okay? You enjoy the song. You are practicing how to pronounce. Okay, maybe the first time you don't pronounce perfectly, you don't pronounce correctly, but in a second, and after 5 ways you practice, you pronounce perfectly. This is very important. You have to play songs and sings words, okay, together. Okay, in English there are, especially with object pronouns. You remember object pronouns? The object pronouns in English is just pronounced with the verbs just together. Just is linked. Okay, you can say joined. Okay. If you like it, I like it. It's not the past. It's verb like plus object pronoun like it. Okay. The pronunciation is liked. Liked. It's just, this is linked. Two words is linked. Cuando dos palabras son unidas. El verbo y el objeto. El object pronouns is joined, is linked. In this case, it's very important. Just the songs maybe teach us how to pronounce, how to improve our intonation. Not only the speaking, also the intonation is important. And maybe the key, maybe the most important thing could be the sing. How to sing one song. It could be helping us in order to pronounce correctly some words. Okay, not only just basic words. Okay, intonation. It helps to pronounce correctly, not only the pronunciation, also the intonation. Let's continue with the last part of the singing. Your ways to fluence. For example, repeat difficult words. Okay, repeat difficult words. For example, for many students, when you are in level A, maybe you can say in first semester, yeah, okay, let's talk about the first semester. It's difficult to pronounce schedule. Okay, schedule. Difficult to pronounce. Oh no, I can't pronounce schedule. What is schedule? Okay, it's difficult. Now, you have to pronounce not once or twice. Maybe you can pronounce 3 times, 4 times the same words. Could be at the end is easy. Okay? It's easy. Not only that happens in special words, in the special vocabularies. That happens with practicing the conversation. In order to improve practicing the conversation, especially in our book we have in startup, we are studying with startup. In a startup, we have short conversation. Okay, short conversation. If you want to read like without pauses, without stops, you read. It could be terrible. But if you try to understand, try to stop in the correct spaces, maybe the pronunciation could be correct. Okay. For that reason, practicing or repeat, okay, the phrases is very important. Okay, you repeat the phrases is very important. Okay. For example, let's practice with this one. Imagine this is imagine this is a phrase. Okay. Maybe in the first one it's difficult to pronounce head. Okay, head. Okay. After head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay, maybe it's difficult. Okay. How to pronounce, how to improve your fluently is like this. Head. In the second opportunity, you could say head and shoulders. Next one, head and shoulders and knees. Next one, next head, shoulders, knees, and yeah, let's continue. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay, like this. This is important in order to be fluent. Okay, this is practice. For that reason, repeating difficult words, not just difficult words, of course, difficult and difficult phrases important to practice, to repeat, not just twice. Of course, more than 3 times is important. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Podcast power. Let's talk about podcasts. Okay. For example, I will talk just about. Here we have another. No, just I think that's all. To finish with this one, yeah. Let's talk about here a little bit. Do you like, especially, kind of maybe movies? Do you like kind of movies? For example, in my case, I have favorite movies, but for basics, I recommend you Russian movies. Okay, Russian. Why? There are Hindis, there are Japanese, there are Chinese movies, but Chinese, Hindis, and other ones are difficult to understand. The intonation is different. Okay, but I don't know why, but Russians are easy to understand. Okay, easy to understand. Okay, let me show you just a little part of that movie, and maybe at the end you have to give me a reason. Okay, let's enjoy that short part of this kind of movies. This kind of movie is maybe it's romantic or drama, I don't know, but is Russian movie. Okay, lo que les puedo recomendar sería películas rusas, pero en inglés. Why? ¿Por qué? Porque son sencillos de entender, usan un nivel A2 nomás, usan frases, lo pronuncian bien, no usan mucho linked words, mientras que los hindis y los japanese, los chinese, tienen ese... En los hindis hay una distorsión. Entonces, ya, un poquito más adelante pueden ir practicando con los hindis movies. Los chinese sí son bonitos, sobre todo en cultura, son muy ricas, pero siempre hay esa interferencia de la lengua del chino. Y en el japonés son un poco más secas y también pueden usarlo, pero no problem. Okay, let's enjoy a short part of Russian movie. Okay, let's enjoy just short part of Russian movie. I don't know this is. Yeah, let's enjoy. And at the end, you will notice that the English of this kind of movies is just level A2, no more. Or more could be B2, B1, yeah, no more. But it's easy to understand. Okay, let's enjoy 1 minute, no more, because we don't have more time. Okay, let's go. Here we go.
Oh. Maybe we can organize a trip to Prague.
No, you don't have to organize anything. We just want our money back.
No, I've decided. I think we will risk another trip.
Great. But you won't risk anything.
Okay. Did you notice, student? The level of this kind of movies is just A2 and no more. And the situation and how they express their the English with their faces. Okay, this is clearly to understand. It's clearly to. I highly recommend you kind of movies. Okay, I highly recommend this kind of movies. Okay, let's continue, please. Let's continue with another topic. Let me stop my sharing and another ones. And the important part of this part when you enjoy a movie, when you watch a movie is okay. At the end, is take a note. Okay, take it. Maybe you don't understand some phrases, some words. You have to take a note and you have to search what does this phrase means. Or maybe the easiest part. Let's change. Don't take a note. Okay, let's record that part. Okay, nowadays it's very easy to do that one. Maybe you can record your smartphones that part. Okay, exactly. After that, you can ask in the internet, search in the internet. You can say, for example, there are websites that change to voice to text. You can use that one. Okay. Una forma también cuando no entendemos palabras, cuando vemos películas, sería pues grabarlo, esa parte. You can record. Okay, you can record that. After that, yes, you have that phrases and you can search one website, change to the voice, to the text. Buscar luego en internet una página que nos pueda cambiar de voz a texto. Hay bastante. Entonces sería cargarlo eso y luego ya tenemos de voz a texto. Y una vez que tengamos de voz a texto, ya pues ahí ya podemos usar cualquier herramienta, ¿okay? Cualquier herramienta que les parezca para traducir, ya pueden usar. Y de esa manera ya pues uno ya enriquece de más vocabulario. Okay? This is one way. But another way, this is very traditional. Okay, you can take a note. Okay, you can take a note, and after that you can search the words in the internet. This is another thing. Okay, now let's continue with another ones. Let's talk about this picture. What can you see in this picture, student? Just focus on the picture. Don't focus on other things. Just focus on the picture. What can you see? Which place is this? What kind? Which places? Is it in Bolivia? Is it in La Paz? Focus, please, in the picture. Can you tell me something about that? Focus in the picture, please. Can you see a gringuitos? Can you see a foreign people? Foreign peoples? They are foreign people. And Bolivian ones. Do you see? Do you see here? Or no? Let me tell you the truth. If you want to practice your speaking, not only this is if you are a beginner, it's okay. Okay, but remember, as our Bolivians, they are gringuitos, especially some of them. They are very rude. Of course, that's true. But there are other gringuitos. They are very friendly. They are very friendly. If you go, for example, those kind of streets in San Francisco, or maybe in behind to San Francisco, we have another street. This is, I don't remember the name of this street, but just the popular name. Okay. ¿Cómo le dicen a esto? La calle de las Brujas, donde pueden encontrar diferentes souvenirs, especially Bolivian souvenirs, donde pueden encontrar un montón de gringuitos. Okay. This is great to practice your English with gringuitos. Okay, with gringuitos, with the real speaker, the natural, the native speakers. It's great to practice. This is maybe great ones. Not only, it's not enough if you practice with your professor, if you practice with your friends, if you practice with your classmates. Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, if you want to improve, if you want to notice what is your real level of your English, maybe you can go to those kind of streets, to San Francisco, to those kind of place in order to ask. For example, you feel like friendly. Hi, Miss. Hi, Mister. Jenny. Okay, I'm Bolivian. Okay, maybe some of them, they are rude and they ignore you and just they continue to walking. But some of them, they are very friendly. Oh, thank you. And what kind of place? They are starting to talking with you. Okay. In that situation, maybe you haven't noticed your real level of your English. Okay. This is great opportunity to practice your English with the native speakers. Okay, with native speakers. For that reason, I have this picture in order to show us this one. Okay, this is great. Okay, let's start. It says conversation practice everyday life. Okay, you can ask to the gringuitos, you can ask to foreign people about what they think about the food, for example. Maybe you can ask like this kind of question. Have you been eating chairito? Yeah. What's chairito? They say. What's chairo? What's chairito? Or maybe you can. Have you been eating salteña? Have you been eating pique macho? Okay, like this. Or maybe have you tried Sakta, like this. Okay? You can talk about it. This is great option to talk about it. Maybe they ask some of them topics. They ask about another things, but it's great to start talking. Okay. This is, of course, maybe the first thing is the most important thing if you want to talk about. We talk with ringitos, with framing people, not only Americans and other foreign people. Is the first one is you have to try to practice your greetings. What is the greetings? You have to say hello, depending the situation. You have to say hello, or maybe good afternoon, Miss. Good afternoon, Mister. Okay, you have to say I'm Jenny. For example, I'm Victor. Okay, like this. Okay, I'm Karen. Like this, you have to start with your greetings. This is very important. Maybe you can, in order to, do we say this one? Short talks. Okay, in English we say short talks. Maybe the first one is talk about the weather. Is it raining? Isn't it? Could be the first sentence in order to start the conversation with gringuitos. Okay? Is it raining? Or it's sunny, isn't it? Or it's cold. Oh no, it's cold, isn't it? Oh yeah, maybe gringuito or she or he tells you, yes, it's cold. Bolivia is very cold, or maybe La Paz is very cold. But maybe it could be, in order to start a short conversation, it could be great question. Okay, great question. Those kind of questions starts a conversation. Okay? Don't be direct. Hello, Miss, where are you from? No, this is terrible. Don't say like this. Okay. First of all, you have to say, in order to start a conversation with gringuitos, you have to say hello. After that, tell them, tell her or tell him your name, please. Okay. For example, I'm Jenny. My name's Jenny. Okay, like this. Okay, my name's Victor. Like this. After that, you can ask with a short conversation. For example, it says, it's very cold, isn't it? Like this. Is okay. Or maybe another ones. I have another one. What time is it? It is another short question. it's not exactly for asking the real time. It's in order to start the conversation. Do you notice when you are waiting, in Series C in order to get a certification, okay? Somebody asks you, "What time is it?" After that, they start, or he or she started talking about their family, about the situation, about, I don't know. Remember, those kind of questions, those kind of sentence is in order to start short conversation about talk about the weather, talk about the time. Those kinds are very common in order to start short conversation. But one suggestion, student, and every participants, not just students. One suggestion: don't talk when you have a talk with gringuitos, with foreign peoples, with especially, or maybe all your friends, with your classmates. Don't talk about religious. Don't talk about how much money do you earn, okay? or or maybe about your travels in your families. Don't talk about it. Another ones. Don't talk. This is not good topic to talk with those kind of persons. It's not good to talk about it. Okay. Let's continue with the last ones. Ask simple questions. Okay, ask simple questions is in order to practice English. Okay, for example, where do you live? To gringuitos, maybe you can ask, where do you live? Maybe they tell you, or he or she tells you, I live in, I don't know, in United Kingdom, like this. Okay. Oh, that's amazing. And you can continue to talk about that topic. Okay. Those are kinds of simple questions, but they start a new topics in order to continue the conversation. This is great. Okay. One suggestion, student. Talk with your gringuitos. Okay. Try to practice try to improve your speaking skills with gringuitos. Okay, now let's continue with next presentation. Do you like cartoons? Do you like Knife of the Zodiac? Or maybe this is my favorite, but what about you? Do you have favorite cartoons? For example, Knife of Zodiac are amazing cartoons. Okay, amazing cartoons. In Spanish, we have Dora la Exploradora. In English, we have Dora Explorer. Okay, those kind of series, those kind of cartoons or series are. If you enjoy it at once, you have to watch them. You can enjoy it at the end, and you can practice. But if you enjoy some video games, of course, it's good. It's very good to practice with them. You can play. After that, you can practice some words. You can learn some words. Okay, this is great. Another ones. Use subtitles. Subtitles for example, in some movies, series, or even also in TikTok, we can see subtitles. It's easy to understand. You can use that once in order to learn, in order to practice not only your speaking, of course, how to write it that words. Okay, it's great. Next one. This is my favorite ones when I practicing listening skills with my students. It's stop the audio. Okay, give me a second. Some of your classmates are wanted to enter. Maybe they are wanted to enter in. They are wanted. Give me a second, students. Sorry, they are wanted to enter in this presentation, this talk. Let's continue. Okay, this is my favorite activity when I'm just practicing, when I'm just working with listening ones. Okay, when listening, I'm just stop the audio when the word is answered. When the answer of the question is said, I'm just play. After that, I just play. I ask my, did you listen that word? And my student says, yes, I listen. The audio says, the explosion, for example. Okay, this is very important. Please do it this practice in your case. You can listen some movies or some songs. You can push the button. You can push the button in order to stop. After that, you can listen not just twice. You can listen the same part 3 times or more than 3 times. This is very important. In order to practice the same words. This is very important. Pause and repeat. Pause and repeat when working with listening skills. Please. This is great. Next one. This is the last presentation. After you have to finish. Okay, you have to finish. Don't afraid it. Okay. After you, for example, choose your favorite movie, you choose your favorite series, you choose your favorite cartoon, you choose your favorite soap opera. Okay, after that, you listen that part. You listen some words, not only once or twice or 3 times. After that, the last step maybe is write down the new words. Take a note. Okay, take a note the new words what you learned in that soap opera, in that series, in that movie. But this is great. But do you remember another option? This is record with your smartphone that part of phrase. And after that, you can listen. That's that part. Okay, this is, of course, is great in order to practice. Okay, great. As a practice, we have to finish with this last presentation. I have one of them. This is just in order to practice. Let's have a small practice. Of course. Let's use one of them activities. We mentioned a lot of activities. But one of them was describe a picture. Okay, describe a picture was one of them. Remember, describing a picture is not only for improving speaking skill, it's also for improving your writing skill. For example, you want to write a small description about the first picture. Or maybe you can write a small paragraph about the second picture. You can describe this sport, okay? This is sport car. Or maybe you can describe this soccer player. Okay? There are different things you can describe. You can use different adjectives in order to describe. Okay? Remember, describing the activity, describing a picture is not only in order to practice your speaking, it's also for writing. Okay? Great. In order to finish, I need 2 volunteers, please. One of them who wants to describe the first picture about soccer player. And another who wants to describe the second picture, this sport car. Great. I have a volunteer. I have 2 volunteers. Great. Oh my God. You are very, very late. No, we don't have volunteers. Come on. Volunteer, please. Who wants to describe the first picture? Who wants to describe the second one? I have a volunteer. Victor, please. Describe first picture about soccer player.
Thank you, teacher. Thank, thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher. The task is describe the picture. Really? Okay, teacher. I can. I will describe the car. Maybe the brand isn't known. The car is red. Uh, it's beautiful car. Maybe it's a new car. Also around the car, I can observe trees. Trees. Maybe that car is traveling to some place. I don't know what's the place. Maybe Cochabamba, because it's green. Is the trees are really beautiful, and maybe like a highway, but and that's a beautiful day with really sun, marvelous sun, beautiful. Well, that's all, teacher.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor, for your participation. Do you notice trying to find the correct words in order to describe a picture is not easy. If you say, yeah, it's easy to describe a picture, no, difficult activity. You know, describing a picture is not for babies. It's not for childs. Okay? Also for older people, for for adults, for like us. Okay, is difficult. For example, the thing is you have to try to find the correct words in order to describe the situation. You can describe the tree, you can describe the road, you can describe not only the car, you can describe of course the cars, the parts of car, yeah. What is it look like the car? You can describe parts of car. Is important. Okay, now I need another volunteer who wants to describe the boy. The boy who wants to describe the boy. You are very late, student. I have one volunteer. Machaca Angeline. Angeline, please. Go ahead.
Good evening, Professor.
Good evening, Angeline.
In this picture, I see a boy.
Perfect.
He's playing soccer. He is about 11 and 13 years old. He is wearing a white shirt and a blue shirt and white. I don't remember how do you say the medias in English, please?
Sock.
Socks. White socks. He's wearing white socks. And that's all, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you, Angelique. Thank you, Angelique. Okay, now, when you describe, did you notice, everybody? When you describe it, you use vocabularies, you use grammar, you use adjectives. Okay, you use different kinds of words in order to describe a picture. That is the reason, because if you describe a picture, nice to see you, Angeli. You are beautiful. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Professor.
Nice to see you. Okay, now, as as just if you notice, this is the last presentation what I prepared. But tell me your questions. Tell me your questions. If you want to comment of some of the activities, it's okay. If you tell me about your favorite activities, it's okay. Now, I'm just waiting your comments. Please, who wants to start? Remember, for me, it's very important to talk with you. The thing is, you have to practice with me your English, like Victor, like Angelique, like this, because these kind of activities, this kind of talk is in order to practice. It's in order to practice. This kind of activity is not for extra points. This is not for points. You don't have to approve. You don't have to pass the exam. No, it's just in order to practice your speaking. That's it. No more. Okay. Please tell me your comments. Maybe what's your favorite songs? Could be. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite cartoon? Do you have your favorite song, maybe? Or which one is, I'm just describe different kind of activities in this session. Like, which one is your favorite ones? Maybe you can ask me about some of them. Please, I'm just waiting for you. Your comments. Come on, tell me. Some of you wants to comment after we have to finish this talk. Hello, students. Are you there? Come on, tell me something. I'm just talking myself.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, Victor, come on, go ahead. Tell us about something else.
Well, teacher, the strategies are okay, and we can describe the boy. He's playing soccer, maybe. He's in a cart with grass. The another picture is a car, but we need to have questions like you said, but it's an interesting way. We need the topics in order to practice, no? In order we can talk about, for example, I don't know, maybe about stories, about the weather, but the objective is to practice English. No, we can talk, for example, about favorite team. For example, my favorite team in La Paz is Bolivar. Is a
Oh, very good. My favorite one is Bolivia too. But tell me one thing.
thank you.
My husband's favorite team is the Strong. Can you believe it? In my house, what happened? Okay, continue, please, Victor.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Teacher. Bad news! Bad news! Well, teacher, that's the idea to practice in order to talk. For example, about many things. No, for example, we can talk about the Cinderella. I don't know, maybe about the weather, about the the teams, soccer teams. No, or we can talk about the places. Copacabana is a beautiful place to visit. I don't know, maybe Oaxaca is a beautiful land in order to go. Urmiri. In Bolivia, we have marvelous places to visit, to travel. The weather is different in Bolivia. In Los Yungas, we have uh, another kind of uh, weather. In El Altiplano also is different. And it's, in Bolivia, we have the opportunity to live an interesting life, I can say, teacher.
Very good. One question, Victor. Would you like to practice your English with gringuitos? with Americans, foreign people. Yeah, don't say gringuitos. Yeah, they look like gringuitos with your gray hairs. Yeah, okay, with their blue eyes, green eyes. They are beautiful. But the thing is, would you like to practice with gringuitos your English?
Yeah, teacher, I like to practice, but sometimes I don't I can't another person in order to practice. No, sometimes the people is busy, they don't have time, and I like to speak English. We need to encourage to the people. We need to practice. We need to talk about favorite things. But sometimes it's difficult to meet to another person in order to practice. Like the time, I don't know. Maybe they are busy. They are working. I don't know. Maybe, but I enjoy talking in English. I enjoy talking in Aymara. That's my passion. I love it, teacher.
Okay, thank you. But another thing could be if you really like to practice your English, but you don't have time to visit San Francisco, you don't have time to visit tourism places like very common tourism places, San Francisco, Uyuni Salar, Salty, okay, like this. You can join in TikTok. We have some tools, some live, okay, live. These lives, okay, you can just request, okay, request to that the lives, and you can talk up some topics. It's great to practice your English, but you can search what the topic you really enjoy it. That is the maybe the difficult thing to try to find it, maybe. But there are in TikTok. There are okay. There are some places. They very easy. Some lives. Sorry, some lives are very interesting to practice your English. You can practice, for example, they are for babies. They are for child. They are for ladies. They are ladies want to be power ladies. They are for lives. I just participate in kind of lives, and was for me was interesting, yeah. But my husband says, no, don't participate in that kind of life because you'll be rude lady at the end of this kind of talks. This is the other thing. My thing is practice. Is practicing my English. Okay, is my thing is not my in that situation. You think have to be practice your English. Okay, practice your English. Maybe you understand. You learn sometimes bad words. Yeah, it's rude words. It's okay, but at the end you have to know. You have to know that bad rules. Okay, you have to know. Great. Someone of you wants to comment on any other things because we have to finish, student. This talk. We have to finish this talk. Luz Mamani, please tell us your comment, please.
Well, good evening or good night. Good night. Good night. Good evening. Good evening, Professor. My pronunciation is not good, but I try.
I understand.
Yes, and first of all, I would like to thank you for your strategies to learn um, um, in my English, and because I can understand you, or I can understand you, but sometimes um, it's difficult to me to talk with other people, maybe. So um, 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 I I would like to ask you. Um, how long have you been studying English? Or you? Yes.
Oh, this is a good question. Yeah. Then to tell the truth, I spent more than 10 years. Yes. You made it more than 10 years. Yeah. I start English studies I start to study English in this career. Okay, in this career. After that, I feel I don't have the great level in my English. Yeah. After that, I'll try to study in CBA. And yeah, sometimes some happens bad news. My mom was sick, and I decided to stop my studies in CBA. After 2 or 3 years, I will continue. I don't remember in which year I try to continue, but sincerely, I spent more than 10 years. But when you nowadays, I'm continuing studying English because it's not enough. My vocabulary is not enough. I continue to learning with my baby. I'm continuing to learning technical English. Yeah, this daily words, for example, house, meals, family, those kind of words are for communicated with your other people. But in other hand, we have this one academic English. We have technical English. Yeah, this is focused in kind of very specific English. For example, I'm just teaching English in engineering. The grammar is totally equals. We learn verb to be, they learn verb to be. I teach verb to be in linguistic, and I teach verb to be in engineering. This is not different. The difference is just the vocabulary. I'll teach vocabularies focused in communicating in linguistic, but when I'm just teaching English in engineering, I just teaching vocabularies focused in their specific tasks. For example, when I was in all in petroleum engineering, I'm just teaching how to install pipelines, how to install offshores, how to install lands, how to like this, okay, or how to install a frame derrick, like this. Those kind of the difference is just only the vocabulary, but never say my English is enough. Could be this is real. I'm sincerely with you. I'll continue learning. I will continue to learning, maybe, because I notice my English is not enough. And every single day when I listen something, when I have an special, maybe I said a special to a conference with ELT, with United States Embassy in La Paz City in September. It was in September. I don't remember. It was very important for me because I learned some interesting topics. I heard Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie just talked about how to improve, how to teach to some students they have disabilities. Those kind of topic is new in our country, but I'm just continuing to listen. I'm continuing to learning. Okay, you can spend more than 10, more than 20 years. But maybe if you travel, if you have an opportunity to travel another country, like United Kingdom, United States, could be perfect. Could be perfect because you will practice your English with a real native speaker. Okay? With a real native speaker. This is great. I'm just dreaming. I have a dream. My dream is to travel United Kingdom, but maybe in the future it happens. Okay, thank you. Thank you for asking me that kind of questions. Do you have another question? Thank you, Liz. No more questions? We have to stop the listening. We have to stop the presentation. We have to. We have to. We have to meet another opportunity. Victor. Okay, I think no more participations. Okay, just think that once. Maybe we have to stop here our presentation. It was glad to see you. It was good opportunity to see you. Obviously, Angelique, okay? Angelique and Liz, no, Luz. Good to see you. Thank you for sharing your opinions, your ideas. It was really, really interesting for me. Thank you very much one more time for everybody. Everybody, you just enjoy it here because you want to practice, you want to learn something a little bit about English. Okay, I think that one. Thank you for every single ones. That's all. In order to finish, Victor, I'll give you an opportunity to say bye bye.
Thank you to you, teacher. Thank you to you, teacher. It was great. I consider we need to practice in order to improve language. And thank you. It was great presentation, teacher.
Thank you very much, Victor. Okay, students, one more time. Glad to see you. See you on another opportunity. Bye bye, everybody. Have a good rest of day. Okay, have a good rest of day.
Good evening, Professor. Good evening. I have a one question. If it
Tell me a
is
question.
possible, it's possible to answer this question, Professor.
Of course, tell me your question.
Did you take the TOEFL exam, maybe?
Not yet. I will try, but maybe I will continue what I said just a couple of minutes ago. I'm continuing studying. I will continue to study in the future. There are some great courses, not only online. Of course, there are great courses in CBA, my favorites in this case, in order to prepare it, in order to improve my skills. And I will continue to study. Thank you for your question.
Yep. Maybe I don't know if or how can I do the exam. I in this career maybe we can take this exam or maybe in the future or maybe we will
Just
take
talking
this.
about Yes, just talking about this kind of exams. This is for international exam. Is could be interesting to just take this kind of exams, but first of all, we have to improve our levels. Okay, we have to improve our levels. After that, we have just talking about that kind of exams. The important big thing is we have to focus in English. We have to improve our English, and after that, we have to take kind of exams because it's not. I can say it's not difficult. It's not easy, but we have to study. We have to study because this kind of exams had 4 parts. Yeah, this in the writing part is divided in 4 parts, and then speaking is interesting. Of course, they have a face to face or a face to face interview, and you have to ask the questions. Okay, this is my opinion, Rolando.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Okay, Rolando, thank you very much. I think so. No more questions. So, yes. Yes. I have so tour. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Yes. Bye bye. Bye bye. In cama.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Gracias, Liz.
Licenciada, una consulta. ¿Todavía se puede hacer el depósito?